Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. We now got issue 25 of the IXO Collections release of Build a Peugeot 205 1.9 GTI. Now this is going to consist of stages 85 to 88. We're going to be finishing off the rear door trim card that we're working on in the belts. Then we're going to be starting on the front driver's door. The good thing about this is that we're going to be building the parcel shelf. Now I challenge you to actually find a parcel shelf that's complete nowadays, because back in the 80s everyone was ripping them apart to put massive speakers in there. I did it. I'm one of the ones that did it. In the end I think I damaged my parcel shelf and I just made my own parcel shelf out of a bit of a plywood. But it's good. It's a bit nostalgia actually putting that in. So let's show you what we got to do. As I said, look, you got the parcel shelf there, but we're going to continue on the inner door trim, which we were working on last time, as you can see here. And then we're going to be actually fitting this into the vehicle with the parcel shelf, tying the strings down on the parcel shelf as well. So then that's now fully in place. Then we're going to work to the door. We're going to put the trim on the door, as you can see there. Trim on the outside of the door, including the wing mirror. And then we're going to be putting the hinge on the door as well. And then finally doing the inner door card. And there you go. So if you want to get this for yourself, I've put the link down here to the IXO Collections website. You can get this all the way from pack 1. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So this is all the parts we've got in this pack here. I'm already using my part work upgrades map because I don't want to scratch anything, and we are going to be working with some of the bodywork today. And this is where we'd got to, and what we had done, we basically had put this section just through here on the seatbelt here. We do need to clamp that into place, and to do that, just like we did last time, I'm making sure that there's not too much through here. As you can see, we have got the little armrest with the ashtray in it like last time. Now when we do put this in, and it goes in this section here, it does bite that in so it can't move once it's in there. You could tie a knot. Someone did suggest putting a knot in this section here to stop that pulling through, but it's entirely up to you how you do it. You're never going to see this again, so even probably a little bit of glue down there is going to hold that into place as well. But that's going to be held in with 2 screws, and they are AP screws. So I've got that here. I'm holding that into place. That's the first one. And there's the second. Once that's in, we've got 2 more trim panels to put in. The first one looks like that, and that's just going to go into this section just there, once again held in with an AP screw. Just the 1 screw this time. And then we've got the parcel shelf mount, which is going into the little square that we can see down the bottom. Just like that, and guess what that's going to be held in with? You got it, an AP screw. We are a dab hand at this now because obviously we've done this once before on the other side. So there we go. That's just straightening that up. That's in place like that. And then finally, before we put the other one in, we're going to be taking the other belt that we had that looks like this, and we're going to be attaching this anchor section just to this section just here. Now there is a slight bend in this bit of plastic, and you want to make sure the bend's facing out so it can get over that lip when we put that in. So we're going to be attaching that to this section here just again with an AP screw, and there we go. That's put that on perfect there. We're going to be trailing this part of the belt just through the slot that we can see in the door trim there, and then this other one here is going to go round the lip at the bottom here just like last time, and it's going to come up this side over this hole here. We're going to take the trim panel, put that over the top, and we're going to hold all of that in with an AP screw, but this time we're going to be biting the belt onto that section there. I'll just put that trim panel back in because it fell out there, but when you've put that all in, it should hold that belt into place, and it'll also hold that little grille in as well. So as you can see, this isn't moving now, and that's perfect. So that's where we're up to at the moment. Now I just need to attach the cylinder shaft for the boot onto this section here, and that looks like this. Got the screw for that here. It's only a tiny screw, this one, but that's going to go on here. There we go. That's all the way up on, so it looks like that. And then we're going to be fitting this into the vehicle. So I'm bringing this over here, turn it upside down. Probably best on the side camera there. This is going to be going on this side. Now when we put this on, we want to make sure that this wire is going around the side here and it is coming out the bottom. We do want this out the bottom here. We don't want to trap the string wire that you can see there. That looks excellent. Hiding that belt there on that section. And just make sure this is exactly where I want it. But before I put it all the way in, I've got to put the parcel shelf in. So this is what the parcel shelf looks like. We want it to be the right way round. So the upside down, this version here is going to be going into the slots on either side. So one that side, one this side. And then we can mount this fully into position of where it goes. And there we go. That is absolutely perfect. Now we've got some flange screws to screw that down with. These are JM screws. And there's 2 of them to keep this into place. Oh, I've pinched that wire again. We don't want that. So there's the first JM screw. Excellent. That's gone in absolutely perfectly. And the second one is just up the top here. And as you can see, you've got the parcel shelf now, which works. All we've got to do then is I'm going to turn this round so you can see this on the side camera. I've got this piston here that's going to go into this one just here. Just like the other side. Whoops. Close it up a bit once we've got that in. There we go, that's in. And then the only other thing we need to do now is thread through these ties here into the parcel shelf so it doesn't open too far. If it opens too far, then we're going to have the problem. Let me just trim this down. We'll have the problem that the piston shafts will come open, which we don't want. Now we want to limit this so that when it goes up, the parcel shelves to about there, and then it goes up. So I'm thinking where I've got my finger here is probably the best place to tie a knot to stop that going up. Let me just show you that again on the tie camera, you see. So my finger's underneath there and it can go up that far and then it will drop. So that is where I'm going to tie the knot. So when that opens, as you can see, it opens the parcel shelf, and the parcel shelf, show you on the side, starts to lift up when the boot opens like that. The only other thing I've done is I've trimmed the cables underneath now, so when I lift that up, you can't see any dangling cables underneath that parcel shelf there. But that is all there is to do in that stage. So I can move the bodywork of the car back over here now, because in stage 86, we're going to start working on the first door. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting the handle into the door. It's got lugs here, which are going to just match the ones that we've just got like this, and it's going to be held in with a DP screw. Got one of them here, so I'll take it from the other side. That goes in like that. Then we've got a little sort of like barrel for the door lock. That's just to push to fit, and it's shaped, it's semicircular shape, so just make sure you got it round the right way. You know what, that was a lot harder than it looked. But there you go, that's in. We just got a bit of trim here to put on this panel here for the door lock. That's just going to go over the top of this section just here, and that's held in with AM screws. Going into metal with this, so I've dropped it in a little bit of oil. Need 2 of these, so one here and just one underneath on that section there. Then we've got this lovely felt strip here. We're going to use this to stop the window scratching when they go up and down in the car, and this is just going to go onto the interior of the window, best on the top camera, just here. I'll put one side in and then just line it up with the top. That looks excellent. Almost there. And there you go. That's now all the way across. You need to save this one for later on, But that is all there is to do in that stage. So here are all the parts for stage 87, including the door hinge. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting this bit of trim along the door. It can only go in one way, so it's going to go in like that. Then we're going to be putting this trim piece over the top of that into the holes. Just line up all the lugs, which means you need to make sure I've got it round the right way. I didn't then. So 1, 2, and then just work your way along. 3, 4, and 5. Make sure that's nice and flat throughout the whole section here. So that looks like that. And then that's held in on the other side here with AP screws. So I've got them here. It's going to take 3 of those. 1 here. 1 in the middle. And then just 1 on the far side. Over here. Once that's on, we can put that to one side, because now we're going to be making the wing mirror. So we're going to take the mirror section here, and we're just going to take the adhesive just off the back of it. Now there's a sticky pad on the back and a clear protective sheet on the front. So put this in here, make sure it's round the right way. So that should fit flush into the recess of the wing mirror, like that. And I think I will leave the protective film on just for a minute. There is a bit of film on this as well. I will leave that on just for now. We're going to take the base for the wing mirror. That's just going to go onto this section here. It can only fit in one way, as you can see. Put the wing mirror just in the slot here. It has got a keyhole pattern, so it can only go in one way. Like that. Oh, look, the protective film's come off whether I wanted it to or not. That's going to be secured in with an AP screw, which I've got here. And that's just going through the large hole so the screw can bite the other side of the wing mirror, as you can see. And there you go. When that's in, that looks brilliant. It looks just like that. I love it. Absolutely love it. We're just going to be working on the door hinge now. So all we've got to do is, this is the hinge. We need to make sure this is round the right way. So it's going to be this way round. That's just going to go into this section here. And it's going to be held in with this metal plate over the top. That'll keep all of that in just like that. And that metal plate's going to be secured in with an FM screw. Now the FM screws are flange screws. We only need 1 of those. So I've got 1 here. Drop it in a bit of oil. And we want to make sure this is really tight. And the reason for that is we don't want the door to wobble when we open it. So get that as tight as you can. That needs to be quite stiff there, as you can see. That's absolutely perfect. And that is all there is to do. That looks brilliant in that stage. So in the last stage, stage 88, not much to do in this at all. We've just got the inner door card here. It's labelled L. And we're going to be putting first off the trim panel just in the inside. Make sure it's lined up with the lugs here, and then just push that in. They are really, really tight to get in, but they will go. As you can see. Needed a bit of help there, but that's that little bit of trim panel in. We're going to put the wing mirror controller. God, do you remember them? They still have them on cars today. That's just going to hide the screw that we had from the other side here. So this is going to go in just this point here. And this is just basically a push in. So what you want to make sure of is that you line the lugs just up at the bottom there. And push this in. And there we go. That's brilliant. Look at the detail on that. The wing mirror and the other side. I love that. And then that leaves you basically with this section here, which we don't actually fit in this stage. I'm guessing that's going to go on that section there, but we don't actually do anything. And we've still got this bit of felt here, which I'm thinking we're going to be putting on the other side of the door card here, but we don't do that in this stage. So that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So we've got a door card, and obviously we have fitted the parcel shelf onto the boot section, which was cool. Nice quick issue. Not many issues to go for that, but once again, if you want to get this for yourself, put the link down here to the IXO Collections website. You can get this all the way from pack 1. But I really do hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Have a great weekend. Remember, Monday's video, I'm going to be having the DB5, but it probably won't be out to the evening. So that will be when the next video is on the channel. Other than that, take care.